Now we'll have the starting lineups, and we'll bring those to you as they're announced.
The winner of tonight's game will advance to the 3A Substate 4 semifinal on Thursday at 7 p.m. at a site to be determined. For the safety of the players,
At least the good thing, Chad, is we're getting this game in. There was no weather for once today.
Yeah, I know. Kind of caught in between storms here for once.
Oh, I seen that. They got like 4 more storms coming, and it's like, are you kidding me?
The beginning of the spring baseball season will be pushed back if this continues.
And got the officials announced, so now we'll get to the teams.
You see Iowa women's coach Lisa Gluder's here.
Her son's on the Solon team, is
Yep,
now.
yep. She's sitting down here to our left.
Luke Van Rokel, number 1 for Solon, I should say. 5'10" junior, along with number 11, A.J. Coons, a 6'4" junior. Number 20, Cam Miller, who we didn't get to see in our one matchup against them. 6'2" junior. And number 3, Nico Longo, 5'5" junior. And number 33, Gurdon Clay, or Clay Gurdon. They had that backwards the last time I was doing it. Clay Gurdon, 6'4" senior for Solon. For DeWitt, you got senior number 12, Drew Keeter. Number 1, sophomore Henry Bloom. Number 20, Alex McAleer. And number 23, Tucker Kinney. And number 5, Zach Hinkle. So that's your starting lineup tonight between Solon and DeWitt. We'll send it back to the studio. I was getting ready for the national anthem. You're listening to 3A Substate 4 playoff basketball on KMAQ. Okay, we're good. Okay. And back here at my Coakley High School gym, and Alex McAleer, A.J. Coons getting set at center court to tip off. Officials getting ready. Ball is up. DeWitt. Alex McAleer gets his hand on the ball, but Solon's going to retain control, and Chad, the road to state is underway.
It started. Warm up the bus.
Cam Miller with the ball and gets it over to Luke Van Rockle on the right. Now in the right wing is A.J. Coons just inside three-point line with a miss. Tucker Kinney will clear the boards for the Sabers, and they will come down on their own first possession. Kinney gets it over to Hinkle on the right wing. Now over to Alex McAleer. Pump fakes, got A.J. Coons on him. Drives down the lane. It's no good. Gets his own rebound, fighting hard. Gets it back up. It's off to the right of the rim and cleared out by the Spartans by Clay Gerdine. Now Cam Miller will call out the offensive set for the Spartans. Miller will drop it down low into the paint to Coons. Turnaround no good as McAleer and Kinney both had position on defensively. Coons gets his own rebound, gets it out to David Bluter. Throws up a three, it's no good. Rebounded by the Sabers, headed back the other way. Boom will find Drew Keeter underneath for the Sabers' first two as he lays it up and in.
Well, you think Dale kind of letting them play a little bit here to begin with, don't you think?
Yep, they are.
Been a little contact down low, but
6:30 to go. Scoreboard's wrong in the arena. It's showing 96-0, the home team. A.J. Coons will make it actually 2-2 as he'll drive the lane and lay it up for two. Coons, who averages 13.5 points per game. Alex McAleer is going to get a shot at three from the right wing. No good. Rebounded by Cam Miller. And Cam will set up the offense, give it over to A.J. Coons. He'll dribble off to the right wing. Alex McAleer guarding him. Does a spin move. McAleer comes from behind and blocks it. Rebounded by Bloom. Bloom will take it right down the lane, throw it up. Going to go to the free throw line as they're going to call the foul on Luke Van Rockel of Solon.
So a little change in DeWitt starting lineup tonight.
Yeah, Bloom in there.
Yeah. He looked good against Coakley last
Yeah,
week.
he did. Bloom's first free throw is going to take a victory lap and actually fall. He's only scored 5 points on the season. I think those were all against us.
They
if
were
I
all
remember.
against us, huh?
He'll complete the 2 free throws, and Spartans will go on offense. A.J. Coons has it on the right wing. Gives it back over to Cam Miller on the left. Cam working on Keeter. Going to drop down the left baseline as Coons go up to that spot. Now he's going to kick it back out to Van Rockel. Swing it back over to Miller on the right wing. And Coons comes all the way back to the right. Pump fakes, picks up his dribble, has to get rid of it over to Bluter. Bluter working on Hinkle. They're going to get Cam Miller wide open three. Nothing but net. Assist Bluter.
It's a nice looking shot.
And on the other end, we're going to have a foul called as didn't see, or maybe it was just a out of bounds.
It kicked.
Got kicked. Kick ball.
Bluter kicked it on the bounce pass. He kicked it, went up in the air high.
Top of my laptop kind of cut me off.
Well, they're going to change the scoreboard out, the control unit out.
Well, when's the last time McCook had hosted a sub-state bracket?
Well,
Might have been a while.
2A last year, didn't we?
But yeah, that was for sub-state. Yeah, they did.
And then we played Assumption here 2 years ago.
So they're going to stop play here while they switch it out. Meanwhile, I know what the actual score is. It's 5-4 in favor of Solon. 4:56 on the clock. You know, we're talking about Cam Miller being not there for the game that we played down at Solon. He was at a baseball deal, if I remember right, that night.
No, you can't blame him for that.
No. And
well, I think it was actually, was it football?
No, it was baseball.
Was it baseball?
It was a baseball deal he was at that night. And you said he's actually may have picked a college?
No, I know he got an offer.
Got an offer?
Yeah, from South Dakota State for baseball. He's also one of the top football players in the state.
I think he's been their starting quarterback for, what, 3 years?
Yeah, I think so. His dad is also the football coach.
He's really put on some muscle in this last year. I noticed
strong
that.
kid. Yeah, he's a
Heck of a pitcher, though.
yeah, he's a great pitcher.
I know we have a hard time hitting him.
He's an elite quarterback too. I know last year when they We're the number 1 team in the state for a long time. He was playing very well at a very high level. I'm sure he has some football offers too. And then Coons has, I think Coons has some Division I basketball interest. AJ Coons.
You know, in the pregame, I was talking about the freshman. I was actually mistaken. That's West Delaware. I always get West Delaware and Solon mixed up because they got the same colors.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not perfect. Officials are still working there. They got the scoreboard fixed and under control. Must have brought the one from the old gym, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, they have at least 2 of those, right? So they must have 3 of them because when they host youth tournaments.
Well, back to play here. Zach Hinkle for the Sabers tries to get in the left corner to McAleer. It's picked off and intercepted by the Spartans. Coming back the other way. Coon's going to line up a 3 on the left wing. No good. Cam Miller goes way up to go get the rebound. Now there's going to be a steal as Keeter gets his hand on the ball. He's racing back the other way. Layup's no good. Too hard off the glass. Tucker Kinney trailing. Gets the rebound. Goes up for the putback. It's no good, but he's going to go to the foul line as Solon's going to get called for a foul. It's going to be on Clay Jardine.
Tucker really elevated on that rebound.
And Tucker is going to roll the first one in off the front of the rim. Devin Hurdle will make the appearance for the Sabers. Hinkle will head to the bench. And Kinney's second rolls out. Gerdine with the rebound.
Is this the right score on the scoreboard now, 5-5?
That would be correct. Miller, he'll try a deep 3. Nothing but net. He's 2 for 2. Now I'm kind of glad he was at a baseball camp. Bloom on the right wing. He'll dribble it up to the top. Looks like a 1-1-3 zone here being employed by the Spartans as they're really pressuring at the top of the arc. Kinney down into Hurdle in the left baseline. This will be way offline. Rebounded by Coons. He's off to the races. 2-on-2. Takes it right down. Splits the Saber defenders. Misses the layup, and Kinney's going to get another rebound.
Has Coons got a shot to fall yet?
Bloom, he tries to drop one in the paint to Keeter. Gets knocked around. Finally, Bloom gets control back. He'll stop and pop from 11 feet. No good. Alex McAleer tries to foul. No good as well. And cleared out by Cam Miller, and the Spartans will head back. Coons with a lazy pass, going to be picked off by Keeter. Now Bloom finds a wide open Alex McAleer, and AJ Coons wants a piggyback ride. So he falls on his McAleer's back. McAleer will go to the line.
Those two might play some AAU basketball together.
They gave the foul to Cam Miller on that?
They did.
How did that happen if AJ Coons is on McAleer's back? Oh, they're saying they made a mistake, I think. Because Cam's even asking right now the official, how do I get the foul?
No, he's probably saying, I made the last basket.
Now the official's going to have to go to the scorer's table and fix it because
yeah, that was definitely on AJ Coons.
Meanwhile, Carson Shive has checked in for the Spartans. And since McAleer didn't get up to go attempt the shot on that, they're going to inbound it underneath their own basket. Henry Bloom will start the offense out top the key over to Devin Hurdle. He'll drive down the lane right into the defender and up and in for 2 points. Gives the Sabers an 8-7 lead with 3:09 to go first quarter. Shive gives up Cam Miller, top of the key. Now a backdoor cut by Shive on a nice pass there by Ben Cusick, who just checked in.
Well, his passing lanes were only open for a split second, and he really laced that one in there nice.
I actually had the score reversed. It's 10-7 in favor of Solon right now. It's hard to know when you're, as Alex McAleer will get 2 for Sabres. It's hard to know home and guess when you're used to one team being home here.
Well, I think if you just go by where we usually sit to where DeWitt's sitting.
Yeah.
So Solon's sitting in the visiting side is how I'm keeping track of it.
You're smarter than I am. Solon lines it up for 3 again. That's Carson Yakish, another reserve. So Solon burning the nets from behind the arc. 13-9, Spartan lead. 2:07 to go, first quarter. And Tucker Kinney tries to get over to Bloom. It went wide. Bloom had to try and save it, and it's taken away by the Spartans. Yakish will miss a layup, but it's rebounded by Cusick. Spartans reset. Shive drives the lane, runs into Tucker Kinney. Basket no good. Kinney with the rebound. Outlet to McAleer, and he'll lay it up for 2.
I thought we were going to see the...
Didn't have enough runway space to get the dunk in.
Oh, bank!
Meanwhile, Cam Miller, who can't miss, just banked in a 3 quickly on the other end. And that'll lead to a DeWitt timeout with 1:36 to go first quarter. Solon on top, 16-11. You're listening to Class 3A, Substate 4 basketball on KMAQ. Just one. See, that's how I do this. That's how I do the scoring. It's just a 2 or a free throw and a 3. That's it. You want to try it? No? Good crowd so far. Our student section came early.
Well, somebody posted online that there was a line out the door for the 8 o'clock game.
Gotta get the guards. And back here, Makoka, they just inbound. The Sabres just inbound the ball. Devin Hurdle has it. Top of the key. Tries to dribble to his right, now back to his left. Working on Cusick. He's going to lose control of the ball. Tucker Kinney's going to regain possession. Alex McAleer now has it in the left-hand corner. He'll have to kick it back out to Kinney. His Spartans are playing a zone defense, but they're coming way out on the perimeter. Meanwhile, Bloom will find Hurdle down below and knock it in off the backboard. That'll cut the lead to 16-13 and still in favor of Solon. Yakish. He's giving it about to Cam Miller. Cam tries to dribble against Hinkle. It's going to go out of bounds as Cam lost control. And that'll be a turnover and head back to DeWitt. Joe Staley is checked in for the Spartans. Sabres in possession. 41 seconds left in the first quarter, trailing 16-13. Bloom now on the right. Cross-court pass to McAleer. Gives it up to Hinkle. And another cross-court pass to Bloom on the right-hand side. Now Tucker Kinney's in the right corner. Gives it back to Bloom. He'll go back to his left. Hurdle. Getting double teamed. It goes off his foot and taken away by Yakish of Solon. And trying to get it to A.J. Coons. Alex McAleer charges the passing lane, gets his hand on it, and he's going to get fouled by Coons as they both went after the ball with 11.1 on the clock.
Solon's really playing a tight defense. I don't know.
They're
looking for the right word here, but
I'm surprised they're playing the zone, but they're coming out so far past the three-point line. I mean, they're almost playing them out at half court with a zone. It's kind of impressive. You don't see it very often. Hinkle with the three-point shot. Jeff Grau just checked in. He gets the board, but not able to get it back up. Tucker Kinney with the putback, no good. And out of all that, the clock will expire, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter with Solon on top of DeWitt, 16-13. You're listening to Class 3A Substate 4 first-round play here on KMAQ. Go 2 here. Yeah, I need to get a drink. Reset. We knew this game was going to be really competitive.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't call growl for a foul. He just like cleared him out.
Yeah. There's, you know, they've kind of let some of the physical play go down low on both sides.
That's good for us in the second game with the same crew.
Yeah.
Because we'll be able to be really physical with Independence. And back here in Maquoketa, both teams just breaking the huddle. And so far, Chad, highly competitive game. It's been physical. We were just talking about in the break that officials letting them get away with some stuff.
Yeah, they're letting them play.
And that'll favor into Maquoketa in the second game for sure, because we like to be physical too with our defense.
Yeah, it kind of plays into our hands.
Sabers to inbound start this second quarter. McAleer gives it into the left elbow to Kinney. He'll back it out. McAleer pump fakes, has to give it over to Hinkle in the right corner. Dumps it in low to Keeter. Turn around, nothing but net. That'll make it 16-15. Solon still with a 1-point lead. 7:35 to go, second quarter here from Maquoketa. And they're going to get a turnover in the Spartans as Van Rocco went to pass it to Cam Miller. Alex McAleer jumped the passing lane, and Van Rocco had to take an extra step.
Has A.J. Kuhn scored yet?
A.J. Coons has 1 basket, 2 points on a layup. Kinney now at the free throw line. Goes right in the heart of that zone, puts up the shots, no good. And they're going to goes out of bounds and hits out of bounds, and they're going to say Solon got a piece of it before it hit. Bo Jansen, sophomore for the Spartans, is in. Alex McAleer gets it on the inbound, drives the lane with the right hand up, no good. Rebounded by Gerdine. Coons will come back for the Spartans. Gets a pick from Gerdine. And now we're going to get a foul call as McAleer and Gerdine were reaching out with their elbows, trying to get unlocked from each other. And they're going to give that one to McAleer. It'll be his first. He'll head to the DeWitt bench. Devin Hurdle will replace him in the lineup. Coons gets the inbound pass. Gives over to Cam Miller. Now Gerdine at the left elbow. Over to Jansen. Now back to Yakish. Drives with the right. Gives it off to Gerdine. Looks around for someone to throw it to. Nobody there, so he takes the shot. It's well off. Air ball's corralled by Drew Keeter for the Sabers. Hinkle, nobody picks him up on defense. He just stops about 8 foot away from the basket and just puts a little one-hander up and in. Sabers now have a 1-point lead, 17-16. And it doesn't last for long as Cam Miller runs back down the court with the ball and gets a layup of his own.
Cam has, what, 11 points?
Yep. 3 of 3 from three-point line. And
yeah, I think he's averaging 5 or 6 a game. Again, I know he's missed some games, so.
Hurdle gets it in the paint, dumps it off to a cutting Hinkle. It's blocked by Gerdine. Now Gerdine will get the loose ball. Spartans looking to push it. Cam Miller gets the ball over to Yakish on the left wing. He'll kick it back out top to Jansen, now over to Coons on the right wing. Hurdle draws the defensive assignment against AJ. Coons will split the 2 defenders up and in, and they're going to call a charging foul on Coons. Credit Hinkle for standing in there and taking it. So no basket. It'll be Coons' second personal foul as well. McAleer will come back in for DeWitt. Henry Bloom will get a break. Carson Yakish will come back in for the Spartans, and A.J. Coons will take them 2 fouls to the bench. 5:49 to go until halftime. 18-17. Spartans on top. Hinkle to the right corner to Drew Keeter. Back up to Kinney. Quicks it over to Alex McAleer. 3-pointer from the left wing. Drops it down. DeWitt back on top, 20-18. For McAleer, that's 7 points for him so far tonight. He's going to get a block on the defensive end against Bluter. But Clay Gerdine gets the offensive rebound and puts it back up for 2. Hurdle drives to the lane aggressively. Tucker Kinney gets an offensive rebound off the hurdle miss. And we get a foul called down low on Solon against Clay Gerdine. Be his second.
Been a fun game to watch so far, hasn't it, Dale?
It has been. Been enjoyable. Tucker Kinney, a 60% free throw shooter on the season, goes to the line to shoot 2. He knock down the first. Cusick come back in for the Spartans. Gerdine will join Coons on the Spartan bench with 2 fouls. And Tucker Kinney will shoot his second free throw and knock it down. Now they'll make the DeWitt lead 22-20 with 5 minutes to go here until half.
Solon really mixes in a lot of the younger sophomore kids.
They got a deeper bench. Cam Miller's now 4 for 4 from three-point line. Knocks down one from the left wing quickly. They definitely have they're going a lot deeper bench than they did against us.
Yeah,
that's
they
for
are.
sure. Hinkle.
Cam Miller's kind of the difference in the game right now. What's he have, 14 points?
Yep. Bo Jansen will pick up the foul on the defensive end for Solon. Hinkle will now go to the line as Sabers are in the bonus. Hinkle knocks down the first, he'll get a second. DeWitt with only 2 team fouls so far. Hinkle's second free throw's up and good. 24-23, Sabers on top of the Spartans. Teams are looking to advance to Thursday night and keep their season alive. Now we're going to have loose ball, scrum on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball. And possession arrow will stay with Solon. A.J. Coons will come back in with those 2 fouls. 4:28 to go, first half. Bluter will head to the bench. Coons gets it from Miller on the left wing, back to Miller. And a long 3-point attempt by Yakish is no good. Rebounded by the Sabers. Oh, Drew Keeter had a nice look from Tucker Kinney, but Keeter unable to connect on the layup.
He's going to wish he had that one back.
Yeah. Coons will stop and pop from the free throw line. No good. Rebounded by Kinney. Now he's going to find Keeter again. Almost the same play, and Keeter's going to get blocked this time by Bo Jansen. Yeah. Yakish, another quick 3. Line driver just goes, doesn't even touch rim, goes right through the net. For his second 3, he's got 6, and the Spartans have a 26-24 lead. Keeter going to try the 3rd time's the charm as Kinney finds him once again in the paint, and this time it's good. And now we're tied up at 26. Miller dump it down low to Coons being double teamed down there. Yakish will step back 3. It's going to be short, and Kinney trying to get the rebound. It goes off his arm, and it'll stay with Solon. They'll inbound underneath their own basket. Jansen will head to the Spartan bench as Van Rockel comes back in. Cam Miller gets the inbound pass, stops and pops in the lane. No good on the running one-hander. Kinney with yet another rebound. Keeter down low, kicks it back out to Bloom. 3-point from the right wing. It goes over the rim, and Cam Miller will corral the rebound. Yakish thought about it. Kinney comes up and steals it as gives it over to McAleer. McAleer takes it strong to the hoop and lays it in, giving the Sabres a 2-point lead. Miller, he'll try and stay perfect from way behind the arc. No good. Finally missed one. Hurdle with the rebound for DeWitt. Bloom tries a no-look pass. It gets tapped away out of bounds. It'll stay with DeWitt. 2:27 on the clock till halftime. Sabers will try and add to their 2-point lead here. Kinney to inbound.
Now in for Spartans, 21, David Bluter.
Bluter will come in for Yakish for the Solon. McAleer gets the inbound pass from Kinney. Deep three, no good. Gonna be rebounded by Coons. Coons will just bring it up for himself. Head to the right wing. He's gonna look for a screen. Doesn't use it, just pops the three. No good. Rebounded by Kinney. Kinney gonna drive the lane. Gets cut off. Kicks it back out. Bloom will now try and drive. He'll find Keeter for a three on the right baseline. No good. McAleer cleans the glass. Tries to put up the putback, but he's gonna draw the foul on Solon. And it's gonna be on Luke Van Rockel.
Fouls called on Solon, number 1, Luke Van Rockel.
You know, we talked about
Second foul, team foul number 8.
Solon's David Bluter. His famous mom is sitting over in the stands across the way. Speaking of March and brackets, she might be making a deep run here pretty soon, huh?
Yeah, they're top 10 in the country right now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're close to it if they're not, but they had a big win yesterday against another top-ranked team, Maryland, the Iowa women's team. Of course, we're talking about Lisa Bluter, the Iowa women's head coach. McAleer missed the first free throw. His second, it's going to kiss the rim about 3 times and drop in.
Number 22, Ethan Pierce. And checking in at the first free throw for the Sabers is number 10, Mason Braddock. And checking in for
Mason Braddock will check in for the Sabers, along with number 22, Ethan Pierce. Coons working against Pierce. Top of the key, gives it down in the right corner to Shive. Now Bluter stops and pops from the free throw line. It's off the rim, rebounded by Keeter. Braddock will bring it up for DeWitt. Bloom's gonna get a look in the far left corner from 3. It's no good. And it's gonna stay out of bounds off of Ethan Pierce as he went up with Cusick trying to get a rebound. Staley's back in the game for the Spartans, gives it over to Shive. Now Coons has it on his favorite spot, the right wing, working on Pierce. Nothing there, so he's gonna give it over to, back to Staley. Now Staley give it back to Coons. Now Bluter kicks it back out to Shive at half court. Solon being patient on this possession. Staley's gonna get a look from the left wing. 3-pointer's no good, but they're gonna call a foul on DeWitt's Mason Braddock.
I didn't see the contact there, but I may have just missed it. I kind of watched the ball.
Rookie mistake. So Staley will go to the line for Solon. He'll make the first. Do you see where the players and parents went?
They're over here.
Okay, I gotta go all the way across there.
Just run down the steps here in the corner.
Yeah. Staley hits the first, misses the second. Everybody's at home listening on your radios or in your car or on your cell phone or on your computer. Stay tuned for Chad's very first solo halftime show. Are you excited?
Yeah, it should be interesting. A little nervous.
Staley's third free throw is no good. Tucker Kinney with yet another rebound. 36 seconds on the clock. Keeter gets it down low, has it taken away by Jansen. Jansen will find Staley up ahead of the DeWitt defense and lay it up for 2. That'll tie it up, 29 all, 22 seconds to go. And I'm sure DeWitt will probably hang tight and work for the last shot here. Bloom out at half court. Now Braddock on the right wing gets a screen from McAleer, and Shive's going to pick up a foul as he tried to reach in and steal it from Braddock. So that'll put Braddock at the line. He'll be shooting 2 as that's the 10th team foul against Solon, so DeWitt in the double bonus for his last 7 seconds of first half. so just hit that and then stop when it's over.
Do you have all the seniors, a list of the seniors and parents?
I don't have the parents. I know who the seniors are.
Yeah, I know the seniors. I just don't know all the parents.
Mason Braddock at the line. Hits the first. And he also hits the second. Give the Sabers a 31-29 advantage. See what Solon can do here, Chad, with 7.4 on the clock. DeWitt's going to go full court defense. Coons gets the inbound pass. He's going to race with Mackler. Just takes it strong to the goal, and they're going to call DeWitt with a foul. Coons will go to the line, shoot 2.
Coons still at 2 points.
Yep.
He hasn't had a lot of baskets. He's taken some shots, just not having a lot of luck with them coming in. Going in.
Coons knocks down the first free throw. He'll try and knock down the second to tie it up. 3 seconds left until half. And he'll knock it down, and we'll be tied at 31. So now Solon will play full court defense, and DeWitt will try and get an opportunity. Gets it into Bloom. He's going to stop and pop from about 44 feet. It's going to be off the rim. Good looking shot.
Yeah, it was close.
Well, that'll take us to halftime. 31-31 tie. I'll turn it over back to the studio for this message break. You come back, listen to Chad. You're listening to Class 3A Substate 4 District Basketball at KMAQ.
You just say whatever he says, something, he's coming back to me then? I just got to hit start recording.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the Coakley High School basketball program would like to take this opportunity to congratulate our players from Coakley. Their senior night was sold out a couple times.
Sounds good. Thanks, Jimmy.
We would like to introduce and recognize our 2019 seniors. Our first senior is Abram Becker. Abe is the daughter of Terry.
Welcome back to Coakley Cardinals gym here on senior, as we're doing the senior night that we missed. First senior is A.J. Becker, they're announcing.
Our next senior, ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Alinger.
Next up is Nicholas Alinger,
Nicholas is the son of Lynn and Sharon Alinger.
son of Lynn and Sharon Alinger.
His favorite basketball memory is running hills. Nicholas plans to attend the University of Iowa to study pharmacy.
Nicholas plans to go to school for pharmacy. Next up is Quentin Hubby.
His favorite basketball memory is singing karaoke on the bus. Quentin's future plans after graduation are currently undecided.
Quentin's undecided what he's going to do after high school. Son of Lynn and Rhonda Hubby.
James Linden.
Next up
James
is
the son of John and Paula Linden, and he's been involved in basketball for 4 years here at the
James
Coakley High
Linden.
School. His favorite basketball memory.
Coakley's got a good senior class this year, 9 players in the senior class alone. James has played for 4 years. Kane Kopp getting a big round of applause from the fans. Kane also is his favorite memory is winning the WAMAC this year, which has been kind of a common theme here for the seniors. They put a lot of time and effort into basketball and showing the rewards. Next is Macklin Shanahan. He gets a big ovation from the crowd. Macklin, I believe, was just named an all-conference player, first team all-conference. Macklin, they say, is undecided yet on what he's going to do next year. Ben Wagner. And you can see the excitement in some of the players' faces here as they know that they're getting down to their last, if they lose, it's their last night of playing basketball here at the Coakley Gym. And if they win, they get one more game. So and Ben Wagner again is plans on majoring in criminal justice. Next is Nathan Waters. His favorite memory is cutting down the nets after the Walkback Conference lockup last week. Nathan's going to go to Cornell College. He's going to be a member of the track and field team out there next year, so excited to see his success continue. And our last senior, Caden Scott, son of Dale and Teresa Scott. Dale's our play-by-play announcer, so he's down there enjoying senior night. Pretty emotional night for Dale. Caden's going to be attending William Penn next year and play baseball. And that's our 2019 basketball seniors. And the crowd's really showing their appreciation for what this group has accomplished. We've had a great basketball season. And jump on. So that's our senior class of basketball players. They'll be getting set to play here after the conclusion of the Solon DeWitt game. Again, we're at halftime. Halftime of the Solon DeWitt game right now is tied 31-31. It's been a close game. Nobody's really extended a lead beyond about 3 points. Cam Miller's been kind of the hot shooter for Solon in the first half with 14 points. A.J. Coons, who's been kind of their leading scorer all season, he's at 4 points. And I don't have the totals right in front of me right now for DeWitt, but they've been pretty balanced. So the seniors enjoying some handshakes and some congratulations over the corner as they're going to get prepared for their game. Good crowd on hand already. A lot of Maquoketa fans have already started packing the gym for the late game. Student section's about half full, and DeWitt's got their side about full for the first game here. And Maquoketa middle school section's pretty full. A lot of visiting fans sitting there too. So I anticipate by the start of the second game, be standing room only. Good crowd on hand. Dale's making his way back to us. We'll get his thoughts on senior night and what he thinks about, this senior class and his own, Caden, his own son there, going on to play William Penn. So good things. So we've got a couple of the seniors, looking to move on to play basketball. I think A.J. Becker is, been getting a lot of attention from schools, and Macklin Shanahan also. So I anticipate those being the next couple that we maybe hear on what their plans are moving forward. I may have missed if they did say something about AJ. It was kind of loud when they were announcing some of them, so I wasn't sure. And Dale's joining me here again now, so maybe he heard some of that. But did they say what AJ's plans were next year?
He plans on going to a 4-year university to play basketball, but it's undecided.
Okay, and then Macklin was undecided yet too, I heard, but and I announced while they were announcing there that Nathan's going to be going to Cornell for track and field, and Caden to William Penn for baseball.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, that's for sure.
So yeah, it was a nice senior night here, and
I'm going to go all proud dad moment, but it felt so good to have a son out there that's going to a school for a athletic scholarship in a sport that I excelled in, and
yeah,
he's done really well for himself and only going to get better. And A lot of work he put into that, and I'm just really proud of Caden.
Well, another thing I'd say about Caden and maybe a few of the other kids too. So there's 9 seniors and only 5 kids start on a basketball team, right? And you know, we go about 7 or 8 deep usually in a game. So we've got we got 2 sophomores that start. So there's a lot of seniors that don't get to see the court a lot, but those kids have stuck with it. And you know, we kind of talked about this the other night during the girls' game too. There's a lot to be said for sticking with something and just finishing it, you know. And after we were off the air the other night and talking to some of the girls' players as they're leaving, you can see the emotions, and even the ones that weren't the leading scorers or the ones that maybe you hear the most about, it meant a lot to them too.
And you're exactly right. When it, like Saturday night, when it was a finality that, hey, we're done, you see that and I couldn't help but just go up and give the girls hugs.
No,
you know?
I couldn't either.
I've watched them play for the last few years and covered them, you know, this last season. And
well, and you know who
you feel for them.
And who really, you know, I think the people that appreciate them most probably are the starters, because when you have numbers and you have depth, it makes practice a lot better.
And I'll say this, you know, for the kids that don't get playing time and do stick it out, it is a credit to them, but it's also unique to be in this area. And if you want to go out and be on the team, you're on the team. There's no tryouts. Yeah, speaking from personal experience, we came from an area where we were a very large school in Missouri. It was tryouts. I mean, even just the baseball team, you know, for trying out for that, Caden had to go up against like 80-some other kids for 13 spots.
Yeah.
Luckily, he was good enough to always make it, but when it came to basketball, you had another 80 kids for 14 spots, and you know, he's not a great basketball player, but he was, you know, serviceable, but he never got to be on the team down there. So for him to get the last 3 years, you know, to play up here, be on the bench, he got some time as a sophomore due to numbers. It's been a wonderful experience for him. And
yeah, we don't always you probably take for granted as a player the opportunities that are available to you in a school this size, and
yeah,
there's a lot to be said for just being part of the team.
Meanwhile, we're underway now in the second half. Sabers going to inbound the ball. Bloom is going to get called for a double dribble as he was trying to work against Luke Van Rockel's defense. He tried to drive to his left and back to his right. So the Spartans will get the ball back. We're tied 31-31 all here in Maquoketa between Solon and Central DeWitt. Cam Miller, the hot hand for the Spartans in the first half. Gives it off to A.J. Coons, comes out to the top to get it. Now we're to Bluter on the right wing. He'll kick it over to Cam Miller, pump fakes, gives it back to Coons. Solon really working their offensive set in this first series. Gurdon comes open underneath on the feed from Coons. Does a little turnaround to avoid Tucker Kinney and lays it up for 2.
He made a nice adjustment in the air there. He kind of got underneath the hoop and jumped back to it.
Tucker Kinney now will give it off to Alex McAleer, who will swing it over to the left side to Bloom. Drives the lane, no fear. And they're going to get a foul called on Gurdine underneath. He tried to take the charge, but wasn't set fast enough. So Bloom will go to the line, shoot 2. Knocks down the first for his 3rd point. All his points have been at the free throw line so far tonight. Gardine's going to head to the bench. He's got 3 fouls now for Solon. He'll be replaced by Ben Cusick in the lineup. And Bloom will complete the 2 free throws. Solon will head back the other way. Cam Miller or to A.J. Coons. Coons get to Bluter on the right wing. Dump it down low to Coons. Gets both Kinney and McAleer up in the airs. And see if they're going to count that basket. They're going to get a foul. Yep, they're going to count the basket, and foul's going to go on Tucker Kinney.
I suspect Solon really wants to get Coons going here in the second half.
That's Tucker Kinney's 2nd personal. Coons misses the free throw off to the right. Kinney will rebound it.
He's having an off shooting night.
McAleer gives it over to Bloom. Now back to Kinney. McAleer clears out. Kinney goes hard with his left. Going to be knocked out of bounds as Cam Miller gets the block shot. Him and Kinney share a laugh. And Kinney will go to the baseline to throw it in for DeWitt. McAleer will come around a triple screen. Stops in the lane, up over Coons. No good. Coons can get the rebound. They're going to call McAleer for going over the back, trying to get his offensive rebound.
Those two must be about the same size, aren't they?
About 6'5", maybe.
Yeah, they look like they're pretty evenly matched.
Well, you know, in the programs they got them at 6'5", so that means they're what, 6'2"?
Well, this is
no, they're McAleer I've been up to next to, and he is definitely about 6'5".
I will guarantee you this: they're both taller than me.
Drew Keeter. Oh, I'm sorry. McAleer's gonna pick up his third personal foul as Ben Cusick drove the paint. He'll go to the line to shoot 2, and he'll hit the first. Cusick's only a 38% free throw shooter on the season. And he'll knock them down both.
This has got to be about the biggest lead of the game, isn't it, for either team? Pretty close.
Yeah, well, Solon, I think, had a 6-point lead early on. Right now, they're up 4. Hurdle gives over to Keeter. Now on top, back to Kinney. Hinkle on the right wing. He'll dribble to the top off of a Kinney screen. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Van Rockel. He'll give it up to A.J. Coons, heading back the other way. And now Cam Miller will take possession. Back to Coons on the right now. Cusick has it at the free throw line. Nothing to do with it. Van Rockel dump it down to Coons. Coons splits between Kinney and Hinkle. He gets another basket underneath. DeWitt's going to have to call a timeout as Solon is taking a 6-point lead with 5:19 to go, third quarter. Solon up 39-33. Listen to Class 3A Substate 4 first round district action here on KMAQ. Go 2. So how was halftime? Did you get to talk to Ray or no?
He come over late.
Usual.
He was hesitant, and I don't want to put him on the spot, so I just trying to fumble through the seniors.
What'd you do? Give him the bunt signal?
Well, I was trying to listen to what they were saying everybody was doing and pass that along, you know.
Yeah.
But it was kind of tough to hear.
We can get in between games.
Yeah, I wanted to get Ray on and talk about the baseball season.
Between games. Did you go roller skating today?
I didn't. His wife did. Last time I went roller skating, there's no cartilage in my one knee.
Excuses.
I tried to go backwards.
Excuses.
I had a little kid with me, and I was trying to go backwards.
And back here at Coakley Gym, 5:19 to go, third quarter. Solon on top of DeWitt, 39-33. Who's that note from, Chad?
I'm a fan.
We're getting notes from fans now. Bloom has the ball for the Sabers, gives over to Keeter. Now back to Hurdle. Hurdle trying to work on Cusick. Just a lot of physicality not being called. Kinney's going to get Hurdle's miss on the rebound and ends up on the ground. Then they're going to have to call a foul against Cusick.
Yeah, I'm having trouble keeping up with Solon substitutions.
Yeah, they're like a hockey team. Kinney will hit the first free throw. I don't know why they just don't change, 5 guys at once.
Is that what do they call that?
Line changes.
Yeah, line change.
I do my professional start in broadcasting was in hockey, so you talk about a hard sport. Meanwhile, Kinney hits free throws. Cam Miller is going to throw it to where nobody's at, and it's going to hit out of bounds on the baseline. Looked like Bluter was supposed to be in that corner. Nobody was there.
I think the officials have done a nice job tonight, Dale.
I like it when they let them play a little bit.
Yeah.
I really do. It's a lot
It's
better
been
than the ticky-tacky fouls.
Yeah, it's been consistent, I think, for both sides, and I haven't seen any complaining about the officiating.
No, there hasn't been any uproars yet. Hurdle drives the lane. He's going to get one to sneak in there, and we're going to get a foul called on Solon. He'll go line for an old school three-point play. It's going to go on David Bluter, his first. Is Coach Bluter over there reacting to that one? Did you notice, Chad?
She's pretty quiet down there.
Hurdle with the free
takes
throw.
a lot to get her riled up.
So 39-38, DeWitt's clawing right back. Cam Miller drop it in. Lois Coons is posted up in the paint against Hurdle. Hurdle's defense nowhere to go, so he'll have to kick it back out. Miller will drive, kick it over to the left baseline to Shive. He tries to drive and wrap around underneath the hoop. Didn't have a good angle and missed the rim completely, but it was knocked out by DeWitt. So Solon will inbound. And look around, this place is filling up fast. You already got people standing room only. So if you're coming to watch the Cardinals, you better get here quick, because I'm sure a lot of these fans are going to stick around and stay and watch the game too. Shive to inbound.
Yeah, at least the winners, right?
Yep. Coons. Get over to Shive. He'll try a three-pointer from the left baseline. No good. Bluter with the rebound. Tries to get back to Shive, but Henry Boom was in the way and takes it away for DeWitt. Now, no-look, nice pass to Hinkle, but misses on the layup. And Miller will clear the glass. Solon will head the other way with a 1-point lead. 3:45 to go, third quarter. Coons working against three Sabers down low. Muscles it up off the glass for two. And that'll give him in double-digit scoring with 10 after a quiet first half. Kinney now, he'll drive the baseline from his left. He'll get a nice little bounce off the glass. Solon quickly up ahead is Shive. Takes it right at Drew Keeter, and they're going to call Keeter with a blocking foul underneath. That'll put Shive at the line.
Foul is called on the Sabers, number 12, Drew Keeter. At the line is number 15, Carson Shive.
So Shive at the line. Hits on the first.
In the lineup for the Spartans is number 23, Carson Yakic. And number 22.
More line changes for Solon as Yakic and Jansen will come in. Braddock comes back in for the Sabers. And Shive, 71% free throw shooter, knocks down another one. .43-40, Spartans on top. Braddock with the ball. Avoiding the trap there at the top. Hurdle now gets trapped in the right baseline, but finds Kinney. Braddock standing right in the lane, wide open, gets a little pass, and just a quick little jumper from about 4 feet away, up and good. And Coons got the ball quickly up ahead to Yakic, who took off and forgot to dribble right away, and gets called for the traveling.
Well, he saw a little opening and wanted to get there as fast as he could.
Hurdle over to Bloom. Down the right corner is Braddock. That's working right into that Solon trap down there, and they're going to get the steal. Shive takes it right away from Braddock. They're going to have Cusick driving the lane. That's going to be an offensive foul on Cusick as Henry Bloom was set up as Cusick. He didn't even move as Cusick took 3 dribbles into him.
In the lineup for the Spartans is number 33, Clay Jardine. Last foul was called on number 12, David Cusick.
So 2:30 to go, third quarter, 43-42. Solon on top, DeWitt with possession. First round, Class 3A, District 4. Bloom, deep three, no good. Rebounded by Yakic. Coons will bring it up, get it over to Shive on the left wing. Now back to Yakish on top. Swings it over here to Jansen on the right wing. Looking down low for Shive is posted up. Turns around, does a whole 360 before he finally gets, as Kinney was behind him, Braddock in front of him, and they're going to call Braddock with the foul. Not sure why he didn't shoot that, Chad. He had room to shoot it. He just kind of.
I think maybe he lost the ball a little bit. I couldn't see when he turned and rotated there.
Looked like he got into a panic room. Yeah. Shive will miss the first free throw. A.J. Coons going to get a blow on the Spartan bench. Cam Miller will come back in. Shive will hit the second free throw. And speaking of Cam Miller, he's been kind of quiet so far this second half.
He has been.
Had 14 points in that first half, 4 for 5 from downtown. Jeff Grau checks back in for DeWitt. Braddock in the right corner, and they keep throwing it to that corner. That's a trap corner. To get it into Grau, but there's going to be a whistle on the stop play. There's going to be a foul before he got the shot off. And that's going to be on Cam Miller. So 5 team fouls each on both sides. So Sabers will inbound underneath their own basket. Kinney's going to get a nice look from 3. Throws it down. And that'll give the Sabers the lead, 45-44. Yakish quickly the other way, off the rim for his three-point attempt. Jansen with an offensive rebound. Gives up to Cam Miller. Jansen now is on the right wing, working on Braddock, and Shive down low working against Bloom, and we're going to have a foul called. And they're going to call Bloom with the foul, even though it looked like Shive is the one that pushed him out of bounds. Bloom was over there in the first row of the bleachers hanging out with the middle school students.
Those two are both sophomores too, so they'll battle it out for a couple more years yet.
Cam Miller.
There's your guy.
Miller for 3 off the inbound pass. He'd been quiet.
I think him and Tucker are having a few words here back and forth too.
Braddock on the right wing for the Sabers, they're trapping out on the top wings and in the corners. Kinney's going to get a look at 3, try and answer back. He goes all the way down and out. Yakish with the rebound. Gives up to Cam Miller, back to Yakish. He'll load up from 3 and rattle one in as well. So back-to-back threes for the Spartans. Pushes their lead out to 5, 50-45. 45 seconds left third quarter. Bloom has it tied up, tries to get rid of it. Stolen away by Solon. And Yakish will lay it in on the other end on a feed from Jansen ahead of the Saber defense.
Boy, this is all happening in a hurry here.
So Kinney back to Bloom. Bloom will just try and go right through that trapping defense. And now Pierce and Shive got into it. Pierce just threw him, no call. Grau gets the ball. He ends up on the ground, but he gets the shot off and it goes through. A lot of contact here not being called, that's for sure. Kinney with the steal for the Sabers. Tries to go around Jansen, loses control of the ball, and it goes out of bounds. With 6.5 on the clock. So gotten really hurried here in the last couple of minutes. A lot of physicality. Maybe fourth quarter, maybe better go get some football gear on.
Yeah. Well, Solon had opened up a 7-point lead.
Bloom will miss a three-pointer from the left corner off the inbound pass. It's rebounded by Gerdine. And Solon won't be able to get a shot off before the whistle blows to end the third quarter. Solon with a 52-47 lead over DeWitt. Class 3A, Substate 4, first-round district play here in Maquoketa on KMAQ. Go 2. Wow. Did you see Pierce? He grabbed Shive, just grabbed him and threw him into the
Down
bleachers.
here.
Yeah, they didn't call it.
Is that when they were fighting for the ball?
Yeah, they were fighting for the ball, but Pierce literally just bear hugged him and tossed him. Wow. What? Tell them happy birthday? Bo and Dalton? Okay. And back here at Maquoketa, both teams coming out from the huddles. While we got a moment, I'd like to wish a very special happy birthday yesterday to Bo and Dalton Sade, who celebrated birthdays. Happy birthday, boys. Solon with possession of the ball.
Same day.
Same day. They're 2 years difference in ages, but they're born on the same day. It's kind of weird. Don't see it very often, that's for sure. Solon's A.J. Coons tries to get down to Gerdine. Wide of the mark. Gerdine tries to save it, but stepped out of bounds as he touched the ball. And DeWitt will have possession. Down 5 with 7:34 to go on the clock. Here in the fourth quarter. Bloom, he'll stop and pop from the free throw line. No good. And they've got bodies flying everywhere all of a sudden. No calls. Yakish, he'll line up a three. No good as well. Grau and Miller. Now we're going to get a rebound by Miller. Goes to Jansen. His three's no good. And now they're going to call a foul. Kinney went up for the rebound, and Yakish hacked him across the arm. Now you're starting to hear the crowd a little bit, aren't you?
Yeah, but now you're starting to get down to crunch time, right? You got 7 minutes left, and somebody's season's going to end. So,
well, if they don't do something about some of this physicality, it could come back to really get out of control here soon if they don't get a little wrap on this. Bloom has to pick up his dribble, finds Grau, free throw line, fires a bullet pass to a cutting Alex Mackler. It's too high and off Mackler's hands. And the next Solon line change will come in. Three come in, 3 go out.
Yeah, they definitely didn't do this against us.
No. Grau will take a seat on the bench for DeWitt. His hurdle comes back in. So Solon has Coons, Staley, Miller, Bluter, and Cusick. Coons with the ball working on McAleer. Spin move, gonna get a foul called. Shot's not gonna drop. He'll go to the line to shoot 2, and they're gonna call Alex McAleer on the foul. And that's gonna be his 4th. So he'll be the first one in foul trouble here tonight.
How many points does McAleer have?
10. Alex McAleer has 10 points. Coons, free throw up and good. That's Coons' 11th point on the evening. And misses the second. Kinney with another. I bet Kinney has about 15 rebounds.
Yeah, he's got a lot. He elevates very well.
Smart player.
And he's
Hinkle going to line up a 3. Left wing, knocks it down off the assist from Bloom. 53-50, 6:28 to go. Miller comes quickly back, gets the Spartans in the offense. Cusick thinks about the 3, decides better of it. Miller gets one off, it's no good. Looked like Hinkle got a piece of that. Kinney will get the rebound. Finds Hurdle on a nice baseline cut. Staley with the block and the rebound. Cam Miller now looking for a screen from Cusick, working on Hinkle. Dishes it over to Coons, drives baseline up and in off the glass, no good. Kinney with another rebound. Finds Bloom on the right baseline, takes it in amongst Coons and Cusick and Staley, gets it blocked. Sabers get the offensive rebound. Kinney gets off a 3, and Coons is going to get a rebound, and now we're going to have a timeout called on Solon. With 5:40 to go here from Maquoketa, Solon with a 53-50 lead over DeWitt Central Sabers. You listen to Class 3A Substate 4 first round district play on KMAQ. Go 2 again. Bored? You bored? You're not paying attention to me or what? Are you not listening to me or what?
I can't hear you talk. No, you guys, I can't hear words you say.
Oh, I should give you the other set.
It's okay.
Well, I gotta get them out for Ray anyway. For between games. I won't put the mic on, just the speaker. And back here, Macoka to 5:40 to go. Solon with a 53-50 lead. Solon with the ball. Coons over to Jansen on the left wing. Gives it back to Bluter. Now Coons, as they're running a little weave motion offense around the perimeter. Coons will have Staley pop out, give it back to him. Trying to probably run some clock here, I would think, Chad. Maybe trying to shorten his game now down a little bit. Only a 3-point lead, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Seems to really do that.
Coons will finally drive the lane. Hurdle going to get a piece of it. Kinney gets it off the rebound. Coons will try and tie him up. Officials are going to talk. They're going to call a tie ball. I think that's a right call there. It's still going to be DeWitt ball on the possession arrow. So Hinkle will inbound it to Boom, will bring it up. Boom will do a little crossover, does a little chicken wing, get called for the offensive foul against Jansen.
Kind of saw that one coming once he lowered his shoulder there. It's gonna be an exciting finish here, I think.
Tell you what, though, this DeWitt team is going to be their team to reckon with next year. I'll tell you that. Staley driving for Solon, almost had it tied up by Heater, but able to get the shot off, and it goes up and in.
And you know they're hanging in here right here with Beckler with 4 fouls. You know.
Yeah, he's over on the bench.
So Logan Paulson must be hurt. He hasn't played at all, has he?
No, he hasn't. I haven't looked. Is he over there on the bench? I haven't. Really.
Yeah, he's still. Oh, you know what? It looks like he's real ginger on the one ankle there as he stands up.
So Ben Cusick will pick up the foul on Solon as Devin Hurdle drove the lane. Hurdle will go to the free throw line. And he'll hit the first.
Number 20, Cam Miller, and number 23, Carson
Cusick and Staley will go to the Spartan bench. Miller and Yakish come back in for Solon. Hurdle knocks down the second.
Well, 4 minutes.
Miller on the right wing. Hinkle with the defense. Now there's going to be a Yakish cut. And nice feed by Miller. Saw it and laid it up and in. Braddock picks up his dribble, has to get rid of it. Oh, almost throws it away, but Hinkle's able to save. Now Braddock would try and go into that trap and draw him, try and kick it over to the Hurdle, but Coons kicks it out of bounds. So McAleer will come back in with those 4 fouls, 3:36 to go, down 5, 57-52. Braddock will inbound it to Hinkle. Braddock has it on the left wing. Hurdle now on the left baseline, driving in against Jansen. We're going to have a foul called. Yeah, I'm going to guess they gave that to Jansen. Yep.
Foul's called on the Spartans, number 22, Bo Jansen.
His second personal. Both teams with 8 team fouls. Hurdle back to the line.
Do
Do we have
some blood?
blood on a Braddock uniform or something?
So
Looks like.
Hinkle already had something in his nose.
Yeah, he came out of halftime with some cotton in his nose. So he must have had a nosebleed earlier.
In the lineup for the
Braddock
Sabres,
has to head to the
number
locker
1,
room,
Blue.
so Bloom will come back in. So Hurdle on his first attempt here. Knocks it down.
In the lineup for the Spartans, number 1,
Looks
Luke
like
Van
Braddock and one of the bench teammates went and exchanged shorts back in the tunnel. Hurdle's second free throw attempt. Up and good. 57-54, 3:21 left. Yakish gets the ball up ahead on a long pass from Miller. Misses the 16-foot jump shot. McAleer with the rebound. DeWitt looking to tie it up with a Hurdle three. No good. Hinkle gets his offensive rebound. Yakish is on his back. So Hinkle will go to the line.
He was in a real good position there.
number 23, Carson Yakish. That's his third
You know, when that ball comes off that rim and you got a player in front of you, it's just so tantalizing just to jump up and
It
go
is.
get it. I mean, it's almost impossible to stop yourself.
Well, in your mind, you can out-jump anybody, right?
Right. Hinkle misses the free throw off to the left of the rim. Miller with the rebound. Coons quickly brings the ball up against Hurdle. Spin move and right to the hoop with a layup. 59-54 now, 2:52 to go, fourth quarter. Solon on top. Both these teams don't want their season to end right here. Hurdle in amongst the paint between three Solon Spartans, gets the shot off, it's good. And DeWitt will take a timeout with 2:40 to go, 59-56, Solon lead here in the Class 3A District 4 first round game on KMAQ. Just one. So what are you laughing at?
What's she doing?
Where's she at? Oh, I see her. Back here, Maquoketa, Solon to inbound. Get it up across half court. Cam Miller calls out the offensive play. Working on Devin Hurdle. They clear out the side for him. He takes it to the hoop. It's no good. Tucker Kinney with about 24 rebounds. Miller look pass over to Hinkle. No good, but McAleer is there for the putback. Tap in. And it's 59-58 with 2:10 to go. Solon with the 1-point lead. Shy almost traveled, but got rid of it before got the second foot down. Miller lines up a three from the left wing. No good. McAleer with the rebound. He's going to take it quickly down the court. Looking to regain the lead are the Sabers. Kinney drives the lane, lays it up for good. And DeWitt takes a 1-point lead all of a sudden with 1:48 to go. Wow. 60-59. DeWitt fans across the way enjoy that. And Solon will have to call a timeout.
Been quite the last 30 seconds.
That'll be a full timeout, so we'll send it back for one quick break. You're listening to Class 3A Substate 4 first round action on KMAQ. Just one. back at Makoko. Solon getting set to put it in. DeWitt looks like they're going to go to a three-quarter trap defense. Cam Miller does break the press over across half court. Tries to thread one into Shive. It's tipped away by Hinkle and controlled by Kinney. And he'll walk it up the court as DeWitt will take their time with 1:30 to go on the clock with a 1-point lead. The winner trying to keep their season alive. Move on to Thursday night. Bloom now will get it, come back up to the top of the key, over to Hinkle on the right wing. And now they're going to put Hinkle at the line as Shive will pick up the foul.
Number 15, Carson Shive. At the line for the Sabers, number 5,
Zach Hinkle, only a 40% free throw shooter in the season, but he's only been in the line 10 times. And knocked down the first. That'll be 8 points for Hinkle on the evening.
2 minutes ago, it looked like Solon was in control.
Yeah, the tide turned quickly on a couple of turnovers. Hinkle misses a second, rebounded by Coons. He'll try and work it himself all the way down the lane, working on McAleer. McAleer's got to be careful to not pick up that fifth, and Coons will lay it in. Tied up at 61, 56 seconds to go.
Do you wait for the last shot here, Dale, or?
I'm not the coach, but I wouldn't. I'd attack right now yet. But they're gonna, looks like they're gonna play keep away out here. 40 seconds now on the clock. Nope, not gonna work it down to Kinney. He's gonna take it right at Bluter, up and in. Sabers 2-point lead, 32 seconds to go. (63-61), DeWitt faithful standing up across the way. Coons drives in, kicks it out to Miller. Three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by McAleer. And now they're finally going to call A.J. Coons at the foul. So McAleer go to the line to shoot two. Try and make this a two-possession game. 63-61, DeWitt lead. 14.2 on the clock.
At the line for the Sabers, number 20, Alex McAleer.
I think they had the play set up well.
McAleer misses the first, it just goes short to the left.
We have a timeout on the court called by Solon.
So timeout Solon, 63-61. 14.2 on the clock. We'll keep it here as 30-second timeout. Couldn't ask for a better game to open up the district play, could you, Chad?
No. This has been a close game throughout. Very well played, I think.
The physicality has been there, and this last quarter they've kind of gotten on they've gotten on that a little bit more. So
I think they've been pretty consistent, though.
They have. Can't complain. So if you're Solon, what do you do here?
Well, I'm guessing it's either going to go in Coons or Miller's hands.
I'm going to say if McAleer makes this free throw to make it a three-point game, I would assume it's going to be in Cam Miller's hands or Yakish. Yakish is spotting up down here in the corner. McAleer does knock down the free throw. Coons will bring it up. Now he'll give it over to Miller. 10 seconds left. Cam looking for a screen from Coons. Coons is going to get the three-point attempt. It rolls around the rim, no good, but it's going to go out of bounds with 2.4 on the clock. Off of DeWitt. Solon have one more chance to get a three-point goal to tie this up.
They got a decent look.
He got a really good look. I think they were looking for Cam, but DeWitt just double-teamed Cam, kind of left Coons wide open.
He just short-armed it a little bit.
It just hit the front of the rim and didn't get the right roll. Place is packed in now as Makoko fans are here and some Independence fans are here, and you got Solon and DeWitt. I'll give our credit to the Coakley student section. They were here early in full force.
Yeah, they were.
So 64-61, DeWitt with the lead. Solon's going to inbound underneath their own basket. Miller will inbound the ball, 2.4 to go. The winner moves on to Thursday night. Loser season comes to an end. Miller looking, trying to get into Yakish. He can't get anybody open, and he'll have to call a timeout.
Yeah, he probably got that timeout just in the nick of time.
We'll keep it here again. Don't want to miss any action, that's for sure. And Logan Paulson just went to the scores table to check in on this last defensive play. So, kind of a tough spot to be sitting on the bench all night with a sprained ankle, and then you need to come in and help save this with 2.4 to go.
You think he's going to go on the inbounder?
Looks like he's headed that way. Cam Miller will inbound again, and Logan will be in front of him, trying to distract it. He's got a long wingspan. Miller gets the ball. They're going to try to get it into Bluter. Mackler steps in front, steals the ball. Bluter has the foul. There's only .2 on the clock. We'll see if they add any time to it. I'm going to assume they're going to add maybe about 0.3 ticks to it, so if any. That's a tough pass to try and get in from that angle. Well, they added a half a second, so 0.7 on the clock. So Solon can get a shot off, but Alex McAleer can salt this one away by just knocking down a free throw here to send Solon home and end their season.
Foul's called on the Spartans, number 11, A.J. Coons. That's his fourth foul. At the line is Alex McAleer.
McAleer at the line. And that was knocked down. That'll do it.
No,
DeWitt will move on to Thursday night. And he'll hit the second just for good measure. He'll let Solon inbound the ball, and they won't even attempt to throw a heave. That'll take care of things here in the first game of the first round. DeWitt Sabers with a 66-61 win. They will await the winner of this next game between the 8th seed Independence Mustangs and the top seeded Coakley Cardinals to see who they will play on Thursday night in second round play of the 3A Substate 4. We'll take a break, send it back to the studio. We'll do these messages. You're listening to Class 3A Substate 4 first round district basketball on KMAQ. Do about do 4 here. Actually, do 5 because I gotta go to the bathroom. Do 5 here because I gotta go to the bathroom.